Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Everquest Old School. And in tonight's episode, we are over in Unrest in the fireplace room finally, and we are a level 22 cleric. We're actually earning, decent experience here. It's nothing great, and the main reason is we just don't have a tank tonight. In fact, we have a cleric tanking for us right now, and he's doing pretty well actually. He's pretty twinked out, I think, is what the word would be, because he has just amazing amounts of stuff on him that just he just doesn't take hits at all, and it's definitely making my job as the secondary third healer. Basically, there's three healers here: one tanking, one healing, and one blasting. And me and the other healer basically take turns deciding on who should be blasting and who should be healing. Not actually talking about it, just kind of every once in a while he'll blast and I'll heal, and every so often I'll blast and he'll heal. We don't even say anything. It's just we're watching the other player. You can see the spells and what they look like when they cast, so you can kind of tell, especially if you're familiar with the class, what they're doing. And with my Shadow Knight, I could always tell that I was casting my Dooming Darkness when the little circle came out of my eyeballs and just kind of floated around in that nice little pattern. Holy crap! It's a good thing nobody healed him. He's getting trained out. Not good. Not good at all. Don't touch, yeah. They will pay back, and so we do need to be backed up as far as possible when they do return. But I think we should be fine. He did yell out train. Yeah, okay, there you go. He did it in OC, though, so maybe not easy for everybody to see. He took a detour. I think he did. How many people were in the zone? 13 right now. Not a whole lot of people, to be honest. It's I hate to keep blaming it on that experience portion of the week that they had, where they had it from Wednesday to Monday, double experience. But it is kind of hard to deny that had an impact on these low levels. They are pretty sparse. They're starting to repopulate. This is a few weeks after that has happened, and they're still just barely as camped as they should be. I mean, I'm not on late. I'm on like peak hours right now, and there's only 13 people in this zone. That's not a good sign, really. I mean, it's better than nothing, because after that experience weekend, I'm just gonna call it a weekend, but it wasn't just a weekend. But after that experience weekend, can I not heal? Oh, he's too far away. That's right. No one else had aggro, right? Yeah, nobody else had it. But yeah, after that experience weekend hit, I came over here from Mistmore, because Mistmore had quite literally like 70-something people in it. It was so camped, because I think what happened was all the low levels got up to around 25, 30, and that's perfect for Mistmore, and that's where they sat. But you come over here to Unrest, which is, it's good all the way up to 30. But again, if you're at 25, you may just decide that it's better for you to head over to Mistmore, because you'll get better loot there. And I don't know about the experience. I guess you could get better experience because you'd be killing higher level mobs. But then again, you'll be the lowest level person in that group, chances are, and therefore get even less experience there. So it's kind of one of those things that could be a toss-up. But you came over to Unrest. I came over to Unrest, I should say, that same day, and there was 2 people in the zone. 70-something people, so camped that there's like 2 groups literally sitting at the zone entrance looking for a place in a group that already exists, because everything's already camped, including things that aren't even named, things that aren't usually even groups. They're camping little areas that all they have is roamers and ads and stuff. Holy crap, we're gonna get trained here. Oh my god, this is gonna go ahead and gate. Can I gate out in time? Maybe. We're gonna be close. There we go. Mezzing. Yeah, that was from his train. I guess he didn't zone it, which is not something you ever want to do. If you have a train on you and you end up getting to the entrance, I guess that's maybe what he was talking about. They took a detour and he lost them. And I guess he just figured that, oh, okay, the aggro's gone. It's okay. I'm going to go back to my group. No. Oh, no. You got aggro. It's on you into use zone. And if you go back to your group, whether you think it's a good idea or not, eventually those mobs, including all the ones that they're training on you after the fact, because they're roaming around somewhere pulling aggro on other mobs they're passing, will then jump onto that train, and it's pretty funny. I've actually seen it in some zones where that the groups that I'm in, where you'll see a huge train run by the door, and then you'll see it come by again like a few minutes later, and then come by again a few seconds after that, and your tank will basically run into the room and sit down, and that's a good sign that something's up, because if your tank ever sits down in the room, something's wrong. He's not supposed to ever sit down, and most tanks never ever sit down unless you say low on power as the cleric, and then he'll come in, and the only reason he's sitting down is to prove a point that he's not going to pull, just to give you that peace of mind, because as long as he's standing at any moment, he could decide to run out. Can't believe they paid back that way. I can believe it, that's why you zone, but yeah, it's just you see that every so often, and the reason I was going to say that story that I found kind of funny is because you'll have people in the zone, and I've been part of these groups as well, where somebody does exactly what he did. You lose the mob, and either you were trying to kill that mob and it poofs, and then you're like, okay, maybe we should run, and then another mob runs in the door, and you're like, okay, this is the mob that we had. You kill it, and you think everything's fine, except in the back of your mind, you're probably like, nah, it's probably not. And eventually, a group shouts in the zone, train roaming around somewhere. If you have aggro, you might want to zone. And that's letting you know that they're having a hard time finding you, but they will eventually find you. They will, even if there's been some places in certain zones that were broken so much that the mobs couldn't go past a certain area, and they would literally become trapped down there, and people would take advantage of that and sit on the other side and just kind of blast them over and over again, never have to worry about taking any hits. That is against the rules, and you will get booted for that. But if there is something like that, if something is going on that just they got bugged out once and now they're not able to get over whatever they're trying to get over, eventually they will glitch again, and they will glitch through a wall or something like that, and then you will have all of them glitching at once right on top of your butt with no warning. I mean, you won't even see them coming down the hallway. They would just poof, right on top of you, and then you're dead and everybody else is dead as well. Superior healing. We could probably zone in now. Let me change my angle so that when we get in there, if we do get attacked, we'll be good to go. I don't know why these guys aren't wearing any clothing. Oh, please tell me I'm not seeing toolboxing. Oh my god. And I caught it on camera. I feel so sorry for that guy. Oh, dude, you should not be doing it. I'm going to say he's not dual boxing, and that's his brother over there playing with him. And he just happens to enjoy looking at a wall. That's what it is, guys. It's not dual boxing. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Surican, I'm sorry. This is going to make... Well, I'm not really sorry, because this is what you do, but not even you. It's probably one of your underlings that do that job, but that sucks. God, talking about dual boxing and then some idiot's still doing it. Hopefully that is his first time. They do get a warning. They do get that 30 days. They will lose their exemption, though, because, again, they can track your IP, and they know that, if you're going to be on the same IP, you have to get an exemption so that multiple accounts can be on that same internet. And that's therefore if your wife or your husband or your son or, whatever is playing, you can do that. And if he actually legitimately has a good reason, his son's playing with him or something like that, and then he gets caught cheating like this, let me invis up. I guess that's where we're going. I guess everybody's heading that direction. But, yeah, he'll lose that IP, or not that IP, he'll lose the exemption, and he'll get the 30-day suspension to boot, and then, whoever he's playing with, whether it's son or wife or whatever the case is, won't be able to play with him ever again, so that definitely does suck, and I feel horrible. I feel horrible for him. So let's see. Nobody is up here. Nope. They're all still downstairs, so let's head back down there. Make sure our invis doesn't wear off. Should last for another 20-something minutes, but it does have the uncanny knack of wearing away when you least want it to and least expect it to. Plus, mobs have a way of shocking you with which ones can see through invis when they want to see through it. It's like there will be certain mobs that spawn in certain areas that can see through invis, but you kill that mob and then his placeholder that spawns cannot. And so it's very, very difficult sometimes when coming through an area to know whether the guy who can see through invis is going to be up or the guy who can't see through invis is going to be up. And a lot of the time, people will quite literally go out of their way to keep the guy up who can't see through invis there. Like they will go up to that one spot, kill the guy if they can, like, find a corner to pull him to and attack in. They will do that so that they don't have to worry too much about finding him on the next time through. Because a lot of the time, people will invis through a zone, go kill a named, either gate out, and then come back in later on and do it again after the time has elapsed. Especially if it's a zone that not a lot of people go to. If it's one of those out of the wall zones where you don't really have to worry about somebody taking your camp, that's definitely what a lot of people will do. But if that creature is there every single time you come through, then it's going to be a headache for you. So a lot of the time, people will clear the path of any of those guys and hope the next time they come through, their placeholders will spawn. If they haven't, they'll kill them again and again and again. Eventually, there will be nothing but the guys that you can walk right by with the invis on. And a lot of people will have this false sense of security their first time in the zone because some high-level guy who's very familiar with the zone has already done that. Can't believe they paid. This is still the same stuff they were talking about earlier. Let me see. Anybody sending me any tells? Or are you in a group? Yeah, I am. Sorry, guys. Hold on one second. Yes, I am. Yes, you are. I really should turn the lights on when I'm typing this stuff. But again, when I do these episodes, I don't talk. Is it full? Nope, not yet. Nope. Not at the moment. So maybe he's trying to join our group. Let's go ahead and see who all. Telim. He is a 21 Ranger. Let me ask. Any 21 Ranger wants to know if he can join us. Asking. So I'm going to ask real quick because it's not my decision. It's the group leader who is Bullets, I believe, at the moment. Okay. Well, let me put his name down. Let him worry about it. Come to entrance. There we go. So yeah, I mean, if I was more skilled at this, I probably could carry on the conversation while I'm typing. But I'm in Greater Fadar on the way. Okay, so he's pretty far away. He's in G-Fay on the way. Holy crap, I'm horrible at typing and talking at the same time. Sucks so bad. It's going to take him a good little while to get here, though. Greater Fadar is not that close. I mean, it is, but it isn't. That still, you have to go through Greater Fadar wherever you're at in that zone, and that zone can take you like 5 minutes to get through if you don't have a sow or a sow or a spirit of the wolf. And then you have to go to Butcher Block. Butcher Block is not that long of a run if you know how to skip across the zone and not follow the path. And then from there, you have to go through, what's the name of that other zone? It's like the Boulder's Cauldron or something like that you got to run through. And again, that zone's not really that far either if you have a speed boost, but if you don't have that, that's a good like 15 minutes. I need 30 for OOD soon. Should I do that now while he's on the way and rejoin you guys when I'm back? For food. That's up to you guys. I don't have an opinion in this one. I'll let them figure it out. Now, I am going to look at real quick. Bangarang. Oh my God, from that movie with Robin Williams where he played Peter Pan. Bangarang Rufio. The names that some of these people have picked on this server is hilarious. It reminds me though that Sony back in the old days used to have it where you couldn't pick certain names. Like you couldn't pick Batman, and you couldn't pick anything that was remotely close to sounding like something else. You couldn't pick, and it's the same way in this one. You can't make your character Batman, obviously, but you can be kind of funny. You can do names that do have kind of a saying if you sound them out. And I can wait then. Yeah, okay. We can't function without Enchanter. Experience res available. No, you can do it, but yeah, it's just when they don't limit you, people rein themselves in. Like, you're allowed to do some pretty crazy things with your name, and yet nobody I see does anything too offensive. You know, some of it borders on like I can kind of see the direction you're going. Thankfully, you stopped there, but they did that themselves. They didn't need, the GMs and the guides to come in and be like, no, you can't do that, or have a program that says, nope, all that stuff gone. You can't do any of it, not even remotely, because you couldn't handle it. Like they never even gave you the ability to show that you couldn't handle it. And maybe back in the day, chances are we probably couldn't have because it was a brand new experience for a lot of people. And back then, for me anyways, I didn't have a nickname. Everybody nowadays growing up has a friggin' nickname from like when they're 4 years old. They got a call sign that they've been using on games from whenever. But we never had games like that. Like the first time I needed to create a nickname was this game. And the way I came up with my name, my original name, which is Vila, Villa, or Vila, however you want to pronounce that again, was that they had a random generator on names because I tried doing a certain name. I think I tried doing my real name, which was just Chris or Christopher or something like that. And I said, nope, not that. Try something else. And I was like, I've been sitting here for like 5 minutes trying to come up with a name. None of my suggestions, none of the names I've put into this stupid thing have worked because they've all been taken already, or it's just not letting me do any of that. And I think I'm going to go and take off as well. Preserve res. We're struggling without a tank now anyways. And we just lost our main DPS. I'm going to camp. See you guys later. So the group is going to break up, apparently. Well, that sucks. Okay, well, I guess we're going to go ahead and end the episode here, guys. It's going to be kind of short, not nearly as long. And I didn't get to finish my thought, but we definitely will talk about that on the next episode. If I can remember. So if I forget and you're interested in hearing how that story ended, let me know. And I definitely will continue that. Again, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.